Welcome back to Canopy Soundworks. Today is another milestone for the channel. We started this series on the volcanic island of Madeira. We expanded to the granite coast and ancient forests of Brittany. And now we're somewhere completely new. This is Austria. We're at the Weißenbach River in Absam, Tyrol, at the base of the Karwendel mountains. And this is one of the most beautiful places our production team has ever filmed. In front of us, you can see the mountain towering over the tree line, and soon to be at our feet, a crystal clear stream with water so blue it looks like it's been filtered through glass. We're in a different country with different geology and a different sound, but the same approach. Walk in, learn something, and capture what we hear. The team is making its way up the pathway from the car park at the base of the mountain, passing under small wooden bridges as we head toward the river. The water we're walking toward is glacial meltwater, runoff from snow and ice high up in the Karwendel range. That's why it looks the way it does. The blue color comes from what geologists call glacial flour, extremely fine particles of rock that have been ground down by the movement of glaciers scraping across the bedrock. These particles are so small that they stay suspended in the water rather than sinking to the bottom, and they scatter sunlight in a way that makes the water appear turquoise or pale blue. The clarity is a separate thing. This water has been filtered through limestone karst systems inside the mountain. Natural rock filtration that removes larger sediment and organic material while the glacial flour passes through. The result is water that is simultaneously blue and crystal clear. The drinking water for the nearby town of Hall in Tyrol comes from this same system. Research has shown that it takes roughly 10 years for water to travel from the surface of the Alpine peaks through the rock to reach the underground reservoir 850 meters below. So the water we're hearing right now fell as snow on those peaks years ago. Absam sits in the lower Inn Valley, about 15 kilometers east of Innsbruck. The mountains you can see ahead of us are part of the Northern Limestone Alps, a chain that runs the length of Austria from Vorarlberg in the west to the Wienerwald at the edge of Vienna in the east. The rock is predominantly limestone and dolomite, formed from compacted marine sediment on the floor of an ancient ocean called the Tethys Sea over 200 million years ago. When the African tectonic plate collided with the Eurasian plate, that ocean floor was pushed upward and folded into the mountain range you're looking at right now. The same collision is still happening. The Alps are still rising by 1 to 2 millimeters per year. Absam itself has a history that goes back almost 800 years, and most of it is tied to what's inside these mountains. Salt. Salt mining in the Holtau Valley, just above where we're walking, was first documented in 1232. The nearby town of Hall in Tyrol takes its name from the old German word for a salt mine. At its peak in 1615, the mines employed 547 workers, and the wealth they generated funded one of the most significant moments in economic history, the minting of the world's first thaler at Hasseg Castle in Hall. The thaler was a standardized silver coin that became the basis for currencies across Europe, and it's the word from which the modern term dollar is derived. The salt mines closed permanently in 1967, but the streams in this valley, including the one we're heading to right now, historically powered the sawmills, forges, and copper workshops that grew up around the mining industry. We're arriving at the filming location now. You can see the stream ahead, a babbling brook flowing over small boulders with that distinctive blue glacial water. The sound here is different from anything we've captured before. The water is colder, faster, and moves over a different kind of rock. Limestone instead of granite, Alps instead of Atlantic coast. What you're about to see is the Weißenbach River at the base of the Karwendel Mountains, captured by our amazing team. This recording is being added to our River Sounds catalogue and can be found on our website, as well as all major streaming platforms. From a volcanic island in the Atlantic, to the granite forests of Brittany, to the Austrian Alps. 3 countries, 3 completely different landscapes, and 3 completely different sounds. Thank you for being here for this one. If you've been following the series from the beginning, we appreciate it more than you know. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's more to come. We'll see you in the next episode.